Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Umar, your host of AAA TV, and today the agenda is what is the difference between NAS, DAS and SAN. I will try to take a real life example. I will give you a complete architecture. I will draw the diagram. How can you implement these three? So let's get started. But of course, you have subscribed to my channel. I would really appreciate that so that I can make more content for you guys. Alright. Number one, let's try to talk about DAS. Direct attached storage. Your USB drive, your pen drive, your memory stick is also DAS. It's the oldest form of connectivity. DAS is like you plug in a cable in your computer or your server and try to exchange, transfer data between these two devices. DAS is usually used for backups, where you are thinking that you need a copy of your files and you want to keep them safe as your backup. So DAS is like traditional old style. Nowadays, let's take an example of a server side, a data center, enterprise level DAS. I will give you an example of MD series in Dell. Dell MD series, let's talk about 1220. Dell MD series 1220. It's a 2-rack unit appliance which you can attach to your server directly with a couple of cables. It depends on you what type of data capacity you need, what type of connection you need. Normally, DAS is connected with SAS cables or SATA cables. Alright, but this, why we need to use DAS? Where we need one-to-one connection. DAS will become really slower if you are trying to transfer, if multiple users are trying to transfer files between DAS and server, or server to DAS or users to DAS. Right. So now let's talk about the second category where you need to use NAS. It's network attached storage. Of course, we use protocols like TCP/IP protocol. We go over the internet to access this device. This device can come from like 100 US dollars to 10,000 US dollars. It depends on you what is the capacity, what data rates you need. Of course, if you have a DAS, you have operating system on your device. You have OS and you have processing here as well. You have RAM, you have all the hard drives, multiple hard drives here. The smallest NAS you can try to think of is WD, Western Digital, small device which you can plug in. You can access via wireless connection or wired connection. Multiple users can access this file from local LAN or from your network over the internet as well. This provides deduplication, compression and some security features. And it is totally independent, complete independent solution of your data storage. But what happens if you are trying to access NAS from multiple different locations and multiple users are trying to access NAS? Of course, this solution will become a little bit slower. It provides lesser data rates. This NAS solution is normally for medium-sized organizations. Let's try to take an example of Dell enterprise level NAS appliance. I would say NX 3240, 3340. You can go through their manuals. If you need any help, you can let me know. I'll try to guide you or explain you. So Dell is offering these two models for your NAS storage, network area storage. You don't need any other server or any other computing device to use this appliance. Whereas in DAS you need processing, you need compute, you need a computer in order to take advantage of this data. Whereas you can access all the data because it has OS, it doesn't have OS. Some modern DAS are coming with small utility, small app where you can access the data also. Anyways, let's talk about the third one, which is my favorite, which I'm going to discuss here. SAN. Now we are talking about SAN, storage area network. When your organization is requires high data rates and is becoming bigger, you need a dedicated, sophisticated and powerful solution of your storage For example, you are videographers and you need to store a lot of big files, you know, like 1 terabyte files every hour, and you need to transfer those files to your multiple users. So many to many connections are supported in SAN, storage area network. What we do here is, let me first give you an example of, you know, SAS. In order to give you an example of SAS, I will give you a really powerful solution of Dell SCV 3020. It's also known as compellent. Why SAN? What is SAN? What SAN will do? SAN appliance will not have the operating system. You will be using the operating system of your server, but how we can design a SAN solution? Why SAN? I will try to explain you in a little bit more detail. For example, you have two Dell PowerEdge 740 servers. And you are trying to build your whole redundant network on these two servers. You have like different barcode appliances, different Oracle, or you are virtualized environment. Your servers are running on these two machines. If one goes down, the other one will take over. So let's first discuss what are the requirements, what I'm going to build here for you guys. Let's suppose your boss says you need to build on each server, you need to have approximately 5 terabyte of raw storage on each, and then you need to have approximately 12 terabyte on your SAN, which is your backup, and your servers will also be using this storage and this storage multiplied by 2, so you have 2 servers. This is basically for your live data, which users are accessing all the time. This is a little bit different. I will explain you in detail. And you need to have 12 core of processors, 2 processors on each server. So let's try to make this solution ready with SAN. By the help of SAN, I will guide you how can we implement SAN in this environment. So you have purchased 2 Dell PowerEdge R740 servers with 2 processors each of 12 cores of 2 processors each. Both of them have got 256 GB of RAM, 256 GB of RAM, and I recommend if you want to get this, a 5 terabyte of raw space without your RAID 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 5. You can go for 600 GB SAS drives, 15K speed hard drive, multiply by 10. Go with this hard drive, 10 hard drives on this server, 10 hard drives on this server, so your server is complete. Now what you need to do is you need to attach SAN with this. Okay, 1 second. Right, now I will rub the configuration of your server. Let's try to make it a little bit neat and clean. So these are your 2 servers. Computer is here, OS is here on both of them. They are both identical. Now you go for a network switch, which is called a SAN switch in modern world. I will write the model as 6505B. That has called this connectrix, or you can say brocade. This is on fiber channel. All the ports coming here, 12 ports here, 12 ports here are FC ports. You need to have SFP modules to connect these 2 devices. Now you have 2 ports here and 2 ports here. You will attach one over there and one will come over there for your redundant network. If one goes down, the other one will take over. So this one will come here and this one will go over there. So these two are connected by fiber optic cables. Yep. You can also say SAS cables or FC cables, so it depends on you know which type of network you deploy. But for installing this, you need to have a specialized type of card here, which is called HBA, host bus adapter, which will connect this SAN switch to the server. And here as well you need to have same card, HBA, host bus adapter. It comes with 2 ports each, so you can use like both ports for redundant network. Okay, let's move on next. These two switches have their own processing, RAM, and some memory as well. So they are trying to transfer data and locate data from different drives very efficiently between on this network. And now it comes here. What is that? This is your SAN actually. SCV3020. I've selected this model because I have designed this solution for one of my clients. Alright. This is controller 1, controller 2. This controller has quad-core processor or octa-core processor, and it has some memory, of course, here. Both of them. And it has got 2 ports here, and 2 ports here. So this port will go there, and this will go here. And now this port will go over here, and this port will go over here. So you are connected both ways. If one controller goes down, the next one will take over. Yeah, so master and slave. Now what happens is, it has got its own processing, but all these two processing is only used for data transfer. So the network becomes really faster. And this one has got 1.2 terabyte of hard drives into 10. Again 15k speed RPM. Yeah, so you are going on SAS drives again because you want to keep your network, keep your hard drive fast. You need to access data frequently. Alright, now what happens is you have, let's suppose, 950 users trying to read and trying to work on a big manufacturing company where you're making clothes, different accessories, you know, fashion clothing. Everyone is scanning their product by barcode, and everyone is transferring one item to another department, different departments, or you are having different SQL or Oracle databases. Everyone is trying to access data. All those users are connecting here. All these users are connecting here, and these two are doing all the compute. They are trying to locate any record from here and trying to reply to the query of any users. So you get lots of IOPS, input output per second on this network. This is a modern storage network you have created. Now let's suppose after like 3 years your requirement increases. You can install one more enclosure here, connect it directly to your SAN, and all the hard drives will show over here. Okay, now I was talking about what is SAN. Why SAN? SAN, one thing, many connections are allowed here. The network will not become slower. You will be able to get 5 times more IOPS than NAS, or maybe 20 times more than NAS. So NAS is really slower. NAS is directly attached, but it doesn't allow you many connections in more traditional way. Yeah. Okay. Now, once you go in this operating system, you boot up, and you will see Dell Open Manager, Dell Server Manager will show you. You can identify, you can discover the storage appliance. First, it will discover this storage appliance, then it will discover this storage appliance. You will configure these ports, and in half an hour time, the network is ready. All these drives will be shown here and here simultaneously in graphical user interface. You need to create RAID, you need to create different zones. You can do that on these two servers. So these servers will show all these hard drives as the local storage. But you don't know, the user doesn't know what is going on behind this thing. You have a fast, redundant, resilient, scalable whole storage network here. You can even increase it up to 5 petabytes. So SAN plays a really important role in your data center environments where you are virtualized different type of servers, where you are trying to sell your cloud storage, where you are trying to give different solutions to different type of customers, or you are a big organization where you need to have a lot of transaction and backups. Okay, now let's talk about the disaster recovery. Let's suppose everything goes down, there is a problem in your network, and someone has hacked it, or security reasons, anything can go wrong. What you need to do is you can have a small NAS or tape drive or DAS here. You can buy it on a very cheaper price here, local one, any company. For example, let's say I'm also doing QNAP. No offense, but QNAP is offering cheaper rates. If you are looking for an economical solution, go on QNAP. Buy the NAS and transfer only the important files. Take their backup on this. For backup, you can go on different type of solutions. For example, Wing, for example, StorageCraft. Yeah. So if you need any more help, any more guidance for DAS, NAS, or SAN, let me know. I will try to explain you in detail, and I will provide you a solution. Hit me up, go on my Instagram, #Umikhan, and have a look. I have uploaded really good content there. And keep watching. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye bye.